My name is Darren Aronofsky. I'm the writer and director of Mother. I identify with every character in every film, you know. I made a film about a ballerina, and I was the ballerina. I made a film about the wrestler, and I was the wrestler. I was the conquistador, I was the math whiz. You pull on things you know, things that mean something to you, and you try to put those feelings and emotions into the character to bring them to life. I had an idea, and I was thinking about the home invasion genre as a really kind of interesting place to start. Everyone can relate to having company over that doesn't agree to leave. At the same time, I was having a lot of frustration about the inaction of people sort of dealing with our larger home, not just our individual home, but this planet we're on together. And I decided to sort of think about the planet as a character. Myself, Jennifer Lawrence, and Javier Bardem went to a warehouse out in East Brooklyn, and we taped the house out onto the floor there, and we just started to talk and go through the script. And the last 2 weeks of that 3-month period, we shot the entire film, like with single takes, without any costumes or anything, and then cut it together and had sort of a 2-hour-long version of the movie so that we could sort of see what was working and what wasn't working. What I like in movies is to be rocked. You know, this is very much, it's for people who want to go on that extreme ride. And someone at Paramount was like, no, this isn't a ride in the park. It was built outside the park by that really weird guy, and he's daring you to come on it. And you only really ride it if you take your hands off the handlebar the whole time. Anytime you blink or close your eyes, you haven't had the full impact of the film. The last third of the film is something we call the fever dream. And the film kind of goes from 0 to 60 faster than a Tesla. My mentor always said you either got to make them laugh, cry, or scare the shit out of them. I mean, this is a movie. You know, we're competing with so many things. When you make movies, it's just like, you know, people are watching TV right now, with their phones out or their computers and double, triple screening at the same time. I wanted to make something that was just, punk rock in your face, filling your ears, filling your head with ideas, filling your heart with emotion, and hopefully we drop a few jaws along the way.